Drone operators in Ukraine are coordinating strikes against invading forces using Elon Musk's Starlink system. What appeared to be a publicity stunt is now making a meaningful difference in aiding Ukraine's territorial defense. While there have been numerous cases of tiny, occasionally civilian drones targeting Russian tanks and other vehicles, few are as spectacular as the halt of the notorious 40-mile-long convoy. Aerorozvidka, a non-governmental air reconnaissance organization that works with the Ukrainian army but largely relies on students, academics, and electronics hobbyists utilizing their equipment and connections, targeted the convoy. Drones are used by the unit to patrol the Ukrainian border, check for signs of Russian vulnerability, and occasionally coordinate or conduct strikes. Aerorozvidka was created in May 2014 by a group that included a Ukrainian battalion commander. However, it was critically underfunded and resembled more of an active DIY group than an organized military structure. Aerorozvidka, on the other hand, has shown to be incredibly efficient in assisting the Ukrainian military in targeting Russian units, particularly at night when they are stationary. Elon Musk's Starlink fleet, which was dispatched to Ukraine following a Twitter debate between the billionaire and a Ukrainian official, contributes to this. According to the New York Times, Aerorozvidka conducts roughly 300 scouting missions per day, with most attacks taking place at night when the drones are nearly invisible to the naked eye, but the drones, outfitted with thermal cameras, can see just fine. However, coordinating these drones and different teams is difficult, especially in rural places with limited internet connectivity. This is where Starlink enters the picture. Starlink's satellite technology, as we have documented, is expensive to deploy, but it can provide a much-needed internet supply for individuals who live in remote, rural, or troubled areas. Some of Ukraine's drone operators have put the technology to good use, which can also be used as a backup in the event of a natural or man-made crisis. This all started with a Twitter exchange between Ukrainian Vice Prime Minister Mikhailo Fedorov and Elon Musk. While Musk has a history of promising big things, but failing to deliver, it appears that this time he has stepped up and is making a substantial difference in Ukraine. It's unclear how many Starlink terminals have been supplied to Ukraine, or how many individuals have access to the service, but according to The Telegraph, at least 100,000 people in Ukraine are using it, and the Starlink app has become one of the most popular in the country. However, the satellites, whose stated purpose is solely civilian, are increasingly being used for military purposes. Starlink is especially effective for military operations in locations where infrastructure is inadequate or imperfect, and internet connectivity is poor, which includes many of the battlegrounds. The system is used in the following ways, according to an officer of the Aerorozvidka unit. We connect the drone crew with our artillery team using Starlink equipment, he explained. If we utilize a drone with thermal vision at night, the drone must connect to the artillery person via Starlink and establish target acquisition. The narrative of Starlink in Ukraine, and indeed of Aerorozvidka as a whole, is both inspirational and cautionary. It's astonishing that a group of drone enthusiasts from all backgrounds, primarily sponsored through crowdfunding, can make such a significant effort in defending their country. Aerorozvidka members have gradually placed sensors to monitor the country's borders and gather intelligence, as well as modifying ordinary commercial drones to drop bombs on enemy soldiers, and some have even built their own missiles. Members of the ragtag band have risen to prominence as surprising heroes and shining icons of Ukraine's remarkable resistance. Their achievements also demonstrate how easily this type of technology may be adopted and tweaked for a variety of uses. However, there are concerns that similar technologies could be exploited for malevolent objectives in other scenarios. As they say, the times are changing. Many people are monitoring the conflict in Ukraine and trying to learn from it. We can only hope that the lessons they learn will be used to improve the world rather than fuel more war. If you like the videos, please subscribe and click on the bell icon for notifications on new videos. And as always, have a great day.